G'day, welcome to Oly35mm, user-based, quasi-empirical, cheap and cheerful videos on Olympus 35mm cameras. Okay, so what have we got here today? A behemoth, a monster of a camera, the Olympus OM707. I must admit, I was going to, when I first thought about doing this review, I was going to say something like, you know, there's nothing that I like about this camera. And that's actually being a little bit unfair. But the truth of it is probably one of the less desirable of the OM series cameras. It was Olympus's first attempt to make an autofocus camera, and as far as an SLR was concerned, and they were behind the game. Other manufacturers had beaten them to it, had done it better, and all in all, even with the 8 lenses that came out with it, and the fact that you could use the old OM lenses, it really just never took off. So it's been a very interesting model to play with, and I was being unfair when I said there was nothing that I liked about it, but the truth of it is it's a little bit average. Of course, lens quality is fine. Operability is all right. It's certainly functional enough, but it's not very nice to use. I'll be honest with you. It's heavy. It's almost a kilo with this 35 to 70 lens on. The battery, as you can see here, I've got bits of gaffer tape or cloth tape holding it together and sticky tape. This was a common problem with this particular model. Both grips, and there were 2 grips with it. The power AF, the power flash grip 300, and the normal power grip 100 had problems with the actual battery covers. So that one, I'm not going to be able to take it off the camera to be able to show you how you can slip it off, because I've got sticky tape all over the place. But if you push that in, it'll slide down, and you can put the normal one on. This is the power flash, and in fact, if I actually pop this fella up, you can see a little flash with it. It's supposed to go to 6 meters with 100 ISO film. Who really knows? It's look, it's not too bad. It charges up reasonably quickly. It recharges quite well, about 3.5 seconds I found with nickel metal hydride batteries. You know, it's all right, I suppose. One good thing about this is you can use it with the F280 dedicated flash that you can find. You can use with the OM4 Ti as well, and you get up to 2,000th of a second synchronization, which I reckon is pretty cool. Okay, a little bit about it. It's pretty much fully programmed unless you put on an Olympus, an old OM lens, and then it will be aperture preferred automatic. You do have the option, and if I can find it here, if you can see, it says AF in there. You can actually swap then. By using this program shift button, you can actually move a shutter speed and aperture around a little bit. Plus, this actually also doubles. If I press the AF PF button, you can actually now power focus the actual camera. I'll see if I can get the focus button in there and get it to work. You can see how the power focus works. It's pretty average. It's not as good as the OM1, the OM101, I should say, which is purely power focus, and it's got a little ring, which is a lot easier to use. Has a self-timer on it, 12 seconds. There's a flashy light on the front, which is also doubles as an AF light. You can have single or continuous focus. Single or continuous drive, and it is about 1 frame per second, although they do tout it's 1.5 frames per second. The 35 to 70 zoom lens with this fella, close focus is down to about roughly about 35 40 centimeters, about 14 to 16 inches, somewhere thereabouts, which I suppose isn't too bad. The lenses are fairly easy to get off. You just press in, if I can show you, and they have a bonnet mount on them. You can put, like I said, you can put old OM lenses on there if you wish. That's not a problem. You have, what else have we got? Nothing particularly thrilling. If you put on a standard flash, automatic flash that's not an Olympus model, you need to press in the flash F4, and your auto flash needs to have an F4 setting, otherwise things just aren't going to work for you. So it's, you know, it's just sort of a bit limiting. Also, there's an AE lock, which is quite nice. Half press autofocus, which is also nice, so you can recompose your shot. You need to keep your, by the way, you need to keep your AE lock button in as you recompose. Otherwise, it won't remember the lock. If everything goes all pear-shaped on you and you need to change it, you just press the reset button and it will reset. DX film. Reading from 25 ISO through to 3200 ISO. This one, when I reset it, hopefully you'll be able to see this. When I reset it, it goes back to 100 ISO, because this is not a non-DX container in there, so it will reset itself to 100 if you don't have DX film. It's like I said before, the lens is quite sharp. It functions well enough, I suppose, but I think given the problems with the battery cover, the problems with just the whole functionality of it, the weight of it, the fact that you can only get 8 lenses to it, and then you would 8 autofocus type lenses to it, so that's the only real advantage that you've got over the old OM system, if you like that. The autofocus is pretty slow, so I don't see any real advantage myself. And the fact that it's just cumbersome, I personally wouldn't be in a hurry to go out and buy one. If you want to add to your collection quite a unique model, I suppose, then maybe the 707 is for you. Sorry, Mr. OM707, I've been pretty harsh on you, I realise, but compared to all the other lovely OM models, including the OM101 or the OM88, which is the American version of it, I don't think this stacks up to any of them, personally. But anyway, there it is. I'm going to put some photographs on the end of this, and you can see what the 35 to 70 autofocus lens is like. I hope if you do buy one, you're happy with it. But yeah, just sorry, I'm just a bit negative about this whole thing. And you know me, probably by now, if you've seen a few videos, I am a bit of an Olympus tragic, and it is quite hard to disappoint me with these particular models. So anyway, that's your lot. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next review. Okay, bye.